Hey guys, it's time for some of my fangirl favorites of February 2015. I actually have a few things to talk about this month, so let's get going. And if you're afraid of any sort of spoilers, I won't be spoiling anything, so let's just get that out of the way. Starting off with Game of Thrones at IMAX. I went. It was awesome. It was epic. If you didn't already know, Game of Thrones IMAX aired the last 2 episodes of season 4. And it started right at the very end of January and then pretty much kind of went through that first week of February. And I literally saw it, I think, February 1st, which I think was also the night of the Super Bowl. So me not being a football fan, I was like, I'm going to Game of Thrones, and I loved it. You may be thinking, why did you go see 2 episodes of a show that you've already seen and go spend that extra money? The thing is, I really wanted to experience Game of Thrones on the big huge screen with the sound and just the visuals being heightened. Seriously, I think now I'm a bit spoiled. I don't know if I can watch Game of Thrones the same way ever again. That's what an experience it was seeing Game of Thrones on a big huge screen. Especially episode number 9, which was Watchers on the Wall, which is entirely Jon Snow at the wall and the battle that occurs there. That episode in particular was just outstanding and epic, and to see those fight sequences, and then plus you get the expanse of the wall, which just looked so gorgeous on the big screen. And you know what else was really cool on the big screen? The opening title credits. Not only did you have the full-blown theme music in your ears, but you can also see all the very little details within the credits, which was really neat. And there was a lot of just little things here and there in those credits that I was like, oh, I've never seen that before, so that was really fun. So yeah, Game of Thrones at IMAX, it was just so awesome. I loved it. I'm kind of hoping that this might be a thing, that maybe they'll continue to bring the final 2 episodes of every season of Game of Thrones to IMAX. That would be really fun, I think. Really expensive, but fun. So did any of you guys go see Game of Thrones at IMAX? What did you think? Did you have the same sort of reactions that I did? Just let me know in the comments below. I also saw quite a few movies this month, but I'm just going to share a couple with you that I particularly enjoyed. The first being Into the Woods, which is based off of the stage musical, and the movie starred Meryl Streep, Anna Kendrick, Emily Blunt, James Corden, Chris Pine, etc. The list just goes on. If you don't already know, Into the Woods is like this mashup of all of these fairy tale characters, and it's a musical, as I've stated, and it's about the baker and his wife who they desperately want a child, but their house has been placed under a curse by the Wicked Witch, and in order to undo the curse they need to go grab a bunch of magical items like a cow white as milk, hair yellow as corn, a golden slipper, stuff like that. I did the musical in high school. I was just a background person, mostly just used for just extra chorus. I mostly just did props for that play. So I have been waiting since high school for Into the Woods to be turned into a movie musical, because I just felt like it would be really spectacular on the big screen. Plus, I love pretty much all of the songs. And since I already loved the stage version, I also really highly enjoyed the movie version. It was fun. It was incredibly well casted. I was really surprised by some of the musical performances. There were a couple people that I just didn't know what to expect from their voices. Chris Pine in particular. I love Chris Pine as Captain Kirk in the Star Trek movies, so I giggled a bit, not gonna lie. I giggled when Chris Pine started singing. I was just really amused with that. It's like when Johnny Depp sang for the first time in Sweeney Todd. It was giggling like that. My favorite musical number from the movie probably was the song between the two princes, Rapunzel's prince and Cinderella's prince. That was definitely the highlight of the whole movie, I think. I don't know, but for some reason, I really did love the entire first half of the movie. But then, I don't know, something about the second half, and I kind of feel this way about, you know, back when I did the stage play, I kind of had this same thought even back then. The second half of the movie, it just has a dramatic shift in tone and theme, and it's kind of a bit jarring, but it's still enjoyable in its own way. But in some ways, I think I definitely did prefer the entire first half of the movie, and the majority of reviews that I have seen for the movie, a lot of people pretty much kind of agree with that the first half was the best, and then the second half was kind of a little iffy. But either way, even though I was a bit iffy on the second half, I did still thoroughly enjoy the movie. And I was singing the main Into the Woods song all day long after that. So did you guys see Into the Woods, and what did you think? Just leave me some comments down below. And then the next movie that I saw in February was Birdman with Michael Keaton. Wow. I freaking loved Birdman. It was just so extraordinary. Just very visually different. The whole editing process was very unique. It's kind of like, I don't know if y'all heard this about Birdman or if you've even seen it, but the way it's filmed and edited, it's kind of like it's one continuous shot. There's absolutely no sort of breaks. There's got to be breaks in there, obviously, because it's I think it's a little over 2 hours, so obviously they couldn't film an entire 2-hour movie in one shot. So it's just very unique and creative, I think, the way it's shot, because it literally looks like it's just one shot, the whole entire movie. And I'm so happy Birdman won the Oscars this year. Yay! I haven't even told you what the plot of Birdman is. If you don't know what Birdman is about, it's about Michael Keaton's character. In his past, his character played Birdman, which was like a really popular superhero. And so his whole entire career, he has basically been known for playing a Birdman. And so over the years, as his career has kind of dwindled and he's not been a big name star, years later now, he wants to make a big comeback and kind of prove his talent once again. And he wants to do a stage play. And of course, this stage play, it's not going very well from start to finish. There's lots of problems going on. You got his daughter, who she's going through some of her mid-20 issues or early 20 issues, and they're kind of having a bit of a falling out here and there. And then you also have Edward Norton's character, who is a bit of a jerk and a jackass, and he has a big ego, and he's like a big name actor. So you have all these different personalities kind of clashing with each other throughout the movie. But yeah, if you have not seen Birdman, I highly recommend it. It's just very unique and original and creative, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you have seen Birdman, let me know in the comments below. And then just some other little minor things that I wanted to talk about. Some movie trailers came out this month for some movies that I am particularly excited to see. The first being the Child 44 trailer, based off of the book by Tom Rob Smith. One of my favorite books. Takes place in Soviet Russia during the 1950s, and it's about a detective who is trying to hunt down this serial killer who is murdering all these children. It's a fantastic book. The trailer, it looked good, it appealed to me. I'm definitely going to see the movie if I get it here. But there was something about it, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I felt like the tone of the trailer, and perhaps maybe even the tone of the movie, it kind of wasn't matching with the tone of what I have visualized as I'm reading. I don't know if that makes any sense. There's kind of something about it that's not matching up with the image I have in my head. But I still want to see it, definitely. And then the other trailer that dropped in February was the Crimson Peak trailer, which stars Tom Hiddleston and Mia Wasikowska, is that how her name is pronounced? And Jessica Chastain, I believe. And it's a historical period piece about this brother and sister, I think it is, and this girl arrives, and like this mansion that's really creepy and eerie looking, and It even kind of reminded me of Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher. I'm just getting a vibe of Poe from the trailer. But Crimson Peak doesn't even come out until October, I believe, but they've already released a trailer. Trailer looked awesome. I'm a Tom Hiddleston fan, so I'm definitely going to see it in October. Hopefully it comes to my theaters. So were there any good trailers that you guys were excited for in the month of February? Just let me know below so I can go check them out. So that's it for my February fangirl favorites. Just a lot of really good things that happened for me this month that I was particularly excited about. So you guys, any TV shows that you've been enjoying, any movies that you've been enjoying, trailers, music, whatever floats your boat. As I keep saying through this video, just leave me comments. If you have any links, just send me links. I'll be happy to go check things out. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you liked this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.